We bring greetings of peace, of love, and of blessings. And this is the Queen Mother. And I would just briefly would like to give you the weekly address. And I would like to appreciate and say thank goodness unto all of those many men and women and even children sometimes that have participated in making so many of these programs not only successful but a great help to our society and our community. We all live in this world together. So if one person do something to make the world a better place, they are actually helping us all. And that is the way we have to see things. And I also would like to say we all have suffered sometime or another in our lives. I don't think that anyone has been born upon this earth that has not faced some kind of pain, some kind of sorrow, one time or another in their lives. But it's not the pain and suffering that you have gone through, but it's the lessons that you have learned from your suffering that can make you a much greater and better person. So that is the reason why I am so very excited about the Unity meeting that is coming up in January of 2014. We have many programs that is going to be presented. Some of you have emailed and you have inbox. You want to get involved and you want to know how you can get involved. I believe Mrs. Holmes sent out some information to me this morning concerning a young lady that wants to get involved concerning Kenya. Even if I want to say this, Lady be blessed is the management office, but even if we have someone that is management over that particular area, you may go to the Lady be blessed page, send information to her how you can get involved, and she can guide you and lead you through that process of what it is that you have to do. We want to say that we greatly appreciate it because it is people like you that make the world a better place. I am also thankful for the many programs that we have on the itinerary for January at the Unity meeting, and I just want to commend uh, a job well done to Lady B for what she has done, but I want to also commend and bring up some of the programs in this weekly address that I have not talked about and my prior addresses. And those are the Bright Light Project. It's one of those projects that in the beginning, you don't understand exactly what things are about. But then when it comes out to show you what it's all about, you really fall in love with it. The more I learn about the Bright Light Project, the more I love it, the more I want to hear about it. So it's going to be presented at the Unity meeting in January of 2014. And believe me, Queen Mother is just as excited as everyone else because the more I learn about this project, the more I love it, the more I'm falling in love with the idea of what the leader of this project is trying to do, is trying to convey to the people. The other project, as you know, is the case series, Connecting Children with Life. As I had stated early on, when you talk about educating a child, you are not just talking about giving a child a book, a pencil, a piece of paper, and sending them off to school. Education of a child, it goes into how the child is treated at home. If the child has a meal to eat, children do not learn well on an empty stomach. Having first clean water, all these things plays into the education of a child, and it also goes into the village, the community that that child has to live in. It plays a big role in that child's education, giving that child the motivation that they're going to need to want to gain an education, to bear a future for themselves, and for the seed that will follow after them. So we know about the K series, how deeply important and how important that is to Queen Mother, that our children gain the education that they will need. The other project, the more I learn about it, it is a million women strong for Africa. The more I learn about that, the more I love it. It's one of those projects that reached into me and poured my heart out and made me love it. It is because it's a project about the women. I want to say this. If you look in our desires, look into the desires of your heart and say to yourself, what is it most important to me that I want to achieve? And no matter what the answer that you come up with, the answer is going to lead back to you. Blood, sweat, tears, hard work, and dedication is what we believe in. We are a real people, we are a real organization, and we are working on the behalf of building the world, making the world a better place for our children, and even for many of us to live in. But the Million Women Strong for Africa is wonderful because it is dealing with the women. The women are the mothers, they are the children bearers of our communities, no matter where we may be, no matter what continent you live on, no matter what country you are in. The women are the bearer of the children. And I know firsthand the sorrow, the suffering, and the pain that domestic violence and abuse can cause. Many of you have not begun to know the abuse that most of our women and our society has taken. It's unbelievable. If you sit down and you think about it, so many times we have people that have lived a very sheltered life and they don't know the pain that is out there. They're very isolated from the reality of everyday life because all they know is their life. But the more you learn, the more you get out, you will see that abuse itself in the home is one of the most greatest profound suffering of human nature that we have ever seen. Millions, millions of women are abused every day, and millions have died from the hand of their abuser. This is a problem all over the world. This is a problem that I fought against. Most people know that I fought up against abuse for the better part of 30 years. And I'm still fighting, and I would fight up against it until the day that I die. For the rest of my life, I am dedicated to the cause of women. I am dedicated to the cause of young girls all over the world, no matter where you may be. So we have so many beautiful programs. And the ones I named is only just a tad information on some of these programs. So if you miss the Unity meeting, you are going to really miss a great treat. We want you to get involved more and more each day. We are very serious and we are making a difference. And you must ask yourself at the end of the day, are you making a difference? The suffering that each person has gone through, you have gone through that so it can make you a better person, not a worse person. So we ask you to get involved and we look forward to seeing you. I did not go into all of the projects that is going to be presented there at the Unity meeting in January 2014. Even though I didn't call them all, we have some beautiful, beautiful presentation. One of the great ones is the Gas Association. I mean, the work that the young lady has done with that is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stand out beautiful work. And we greatly appreciate her. And we greatly appreciate Anderson and her dedication, how she have poured herself into it. And these are the kind of people that make the world a much better place to live. So we do thank each of you, and we pray that you have a blessed week, and we do look forward to seeing you there. Blessings to each of you.